things aren't looking too good. I've seen my man make some crazy comebacks, but here we go.
Yeah, and I think Hotashi is really good in this matchup, right? I think sometimes he kind of doubts himself in this, which I think is maybe the biggest factor, because honestly, I think he fights Soul pretty well when he puts his mind to it, especially when he's on offense, right? So yeah, as you mentioned, Soul, we all know Soul is the strongest character, right? Soul is incredibly powerful, but if you don't know how to fight him, it's even worse, right? You have to know how to play this matchup, and you have to know how to deal with this character.
Yo, the BRC back to come in and try to get the throw, the read by Hotashi, life still just about even. Close S.
Oh wow.
Fukio forward
close slash.
and was
That
ready
challenge.
with the 5K and was ready with dude, Jonathan Tene was so ready with the 5K right there. That was crazy.
That's the thing is, you're waiting, right? You're waiting for the Fukio forward to see what he's going to do so that you can challenge. And again, right there, has that 5K on speed dial. You have to be ready. Ooh, counter hit. Wasn't ready for the confirm.
Okay, the IB's looking pretty good. Little mini staircase right there just to see how they're going to react. Jonathan Tene on the defense. Beyblade, level 3 on the blood rage. Wow, that's not a punish, is it?
No, his H is yeah, I was gonna say the spacing is kind of rough, and his H is relatively safe compared to other characters, right? Oh, doesn't get the punish, but yeah, you're S-ing with the best of them. Just far slashing it up. The gold burst on blocks -10, obviously Soul's far slash is 10 frames. So if you're in range, you know, you block a burst, you just hit far slash, and sometimes it works out. But sometimes you're not in range, that happens.
Yeah. You've been playing a little bit of both of these guys, right? You're a Soul player. I saw you messing with Nago. I think the way that Hotashi is approaching this is pretty good, but the way Jonathan is playing this matchup, just really not giving anything for Hotashi to get started with. We've seen like Hotashi play earlier today in this top 8, and it was more about being able to get to blood gauge up and then start making the opponent respect the normals. In this case, it's a lot harder because Soul's not even going to let you breathe. You're going to be like, oh, you're taking a step back? Boom. And on top of that, Jonathan's checking every Fukio forward with 5K. I'm not going to say every, but doing a good job of stopping that forward momentum. We know that's a major part of the gameplay, but still, here he is, Hotashi able to get the first hit and go instantly to level 3 on the blood gauge.
And just takes the sweep there. Very interesting. Oh, one thing to note too, right, is like when you have these big normals, obviously Nagoriyuki is more capable of dealing with the character. Wow, what a whip on it. More capable of dealing with the character in neutral, right? But then you lose your ability to Beyblade or Fukio or anything like that, so it's a little bit more difficult. Oh, that was kind of an unlucky confirm there for Jonathan. Yeah, it was kind of a rare miss in optimizing. Could have killed with the right combo.
Oh, wow, what a punish. Oh, just wake up. Just wake up and do it. I'm a Soul player. You better respect it, yo. You should have known this volcanic viper,
downtown,
bro.
That's the denim DP right there. That's
the
how we
denim
do it.
DP. That bad boy in my back jean pocket. Yes, I do. 6'8", breaks the glass.
Yeah, huge damage on this already. You know, Nagoriyuki, he's not going to be really happy in this matchup unless he's on offense, right? Like, it's going to be kind of a struggle when he's on defense, or if Soul is just 6S'ing in neutral or something. You kind of need to get your pressure going.
Okay, this should be the kill. Oh, actually not. Gonna get the wall break, though.
Yeah. But the nice thing here is that, you know, you get this damage. You don't have to worry about your blood gauge, right? The blood's going to go down even more. And you can start to work on chip or, yeah, just check with the 2S there.
Oh. One shot, 83 seconds still left on the clock, and the perfect at that. And that's what I was talking about, being able to play like the slow game, find those openings, and then take advantage. Jonathan has been doing a good job of like whiff punishing Hotashi on a bunch of these normals, though.
Notice like Hotashi went for slash and then let Jonathan whiff the 5K and then whiff punish it. He's done that a few times. You have to do that in this matchup, right? 5K is so good, and you have to be ready to whiff punish it when he makes a mistake. Ooh, the routing here, yeah, he's gonna get the clean hit.
Bro, the fire sound effect is just too good. Oh, wow, base the burst with Fukio back, but did not make anything happen from it to jump H. The vampires jump H.
Early. Yeah, the vampire H. Oh, and the H again. Jonathan did not want to sit still, and I mean, who can blame him, right? Like, you're just dealing with this H and 2S and H, and you're just like, help.
Yeah.
It does so much chip. It's cranking your wrist. You're just like, this is a bad spot. But notice Hotashi's offense was the key, right, in that matchup. Like, you know, you don't really want to sit neutral, and you don't want to be a defense against Soul. But once you get going, he has the tools to get the round, right? And that's what you need. You don't need, you know, 7 hits to kill this character or something, right? You as Nagoriyuki just need a few really clean moments. And I think Hotashi, more than other Nagoriyuki players, is really good at making like 1 or 2 moments count.
I remember it literally. That was a clip of him, like, he was streaming, and he was like, just breathe. And he literally had, like, a fingernail, like a pixel's worth of life. He's like, just breathe. And he had just popped. And, like, I think he popped, and he actually got, like, the super at the end or something like that. But he brings back the round. That's the kind of patience you need to play this character. I remember people first saw Nago. They're like, man, this character sucks, bro. He's not going to be able to do it. What do you mean it's blood gauge, bro? What am I supposed to do? I can't even bite you. And now it's like, bro, if I get hit by Nago, it's like game over, bro. He just takes a bite. He just leaves a hickey on my neck and leaves, bro. He just turns it into a vampire and dips.
Dang, that's cold-blooded, just the hickey and go. They're like, where did you get that? Man, some vampire guy came by.
Bro.
It's the worst. It's the worst. And look at this, blood gauge already cranked for Hotashi. In the, like, you know, defense, this is not where you want to be, right? I mean, you have the big normals, but no space to use them. And again, I love the way Jonathan's backing up and then going for these, like, you know, whip punishes or dashes up. Oh my god, the damage. OTG. Regular throw is close to killing at this point. Wild throw will kill.
Oh, the backdash 2S into H. Look at how, this is exactly what I'm talking about. You know, my man is point. Oh, never mind. Up burst. Oh. I was going to say, he lets the recovery animation for Nago rock, and I really respect that. Did not clear the gun flame, though.
Too chunky. It happens to the best of them, right? The big characters sometimes can struggle to get over something like that. A little heavy. Doesn't quite make it over. Oh, that is massive.
Wow. 5K to get the 6H on the wall. Yo, Hotashi, I see.
Yeah, tons of damage. This round is kind of a wash at this point. Yeah, I mean, it is really bad. His blood gauge is still going down. He's still going to have positive bonus here. Yeah, and you're just stuck. What are you going to do? Beyblade at round start. Jonathan in a real bad spot real fast.
2 perfects already on the side of Hotashi. That's the kind of character he's playing right now. Oh, the far S.
I love that. I love that he hit 2S like 9 times and then was like, okay, I should hit a different button. Because he's going to be ready for it after, you know, 9 of them.
Nice retaliation right there. That's under the 5K from Soul with the 2S. Didn't get anything big off of it, but I like the awareness. PRC on the band of Revolver. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Yeah, that could have been even worse. Like, it could have gone even worse, but luckily I had the burst available. The bait on the dash up, gonna hit the wall. Clean hits the 2-1. Jonathan in the lead here, trying to look at that grand final spot in EVO, and that little dash up wait is like the classic. You're just like, oh god, and then you just try to go for the throw.
What is it gonna do? Whoop! Oh, that was a bad idea. That was a bad idea. Abort. Abort.
Guilty Gear players are pretty well known for enjoying defensive throw. I gotta say that is the favorite of every Guilty Gear player.
I know that's how I know people are really starting to play Guilty Gear. I saw your boy Brian F. He was like, bro, is it normal for people who play Guilty Gear to wake up throw so often? And I was like, I sipped my coffee. I was.
You were throwing with the other hand. You were just mashing H to throw. You're like, oh yes. Quite.
Right, I'm like, that's exactly what happens. It's like, that's what you do. You need to be able to throw on defense and Guilty Gear. That's what happens. I'm just happy that, you know, people are enjoying the game, learning some of these system, how to take advantage of some of the system, especially when it comes to like wake up throw and stuff like that. But in this situation, you know, somebody like Hotashi is taking full advantage. You know, like if you're getting close, somebody knows that you're going to throw. Close S, I feel like hurts so bad if I'm fighting like Nago, you know?
Exactly. And so we got our 2-1 position here. Hotashi obviously trying to keep it together. One thing I like about Hotashi, yeah, that was a clean bait again on the 5K. Didn't go for the Beyblade or anything, but one thing I like about his Nagoriyuki, he anti-airs with 5P a lot. And I think that that's a really important thing to include in your game plan. You know, you have to have that ready. But it's actually a pretty solid anti-air a lot of times.
Oh, wow, what an answer. Like, he reads that Hotashi's going to stop this Gatling. Oh, that burst is going to work. Burst should work, yeah.
Yeah, unlucky timing there.
He's actually read that Hotashi was going to stop and then interrupted with 5K on the S Gatling stream. Double 2S. Using the ankles right now.
Yeah, 2S is a good button. Hotashi also loves it. Uh-oh. Close to popping, but yeah, the H didn't save him.
And that's what he
does
did.
Have burst.
Right? Oh, he's still alive, though.
It doesn't kill.
No meter, though. Mask on. As it should be.
Uh-oh, this is actually really bad.
Oh, yeah,
I was just
gonna say, dead.
If he survives Blood Rage, sometimes it's like really bad for you, right? Because he immediately has no blood, and he can just be like, well, now I'm going to finish the round with, you know, as much blood as I want.
Oh, good check. Backdash on the 2S. Beyblade to get in. Level 3 on the blood gauge. Run up 6K. 6S, excuse me. Almost had to confirm that. Still carries to the corner. Oof.
Ooh, that was scary.
Yo,
Counter
dash
hit.
up S. Oh my God, that's gonna hurt.
Oh no.
Oh.
The Twitter combo. Oh, it could have been worse.
It could have been
Believe
worse.
it or not, it could have been worse. Hotashi, yeah, he's in a rough spot with his blood here too. That is kind of the hard part. Okay.
Okay, and this is where you want to be right now, especially considering you're going to have that extra range there. That's why. And look at that. 2 hits put you back in. Goes for the throw. Tene gets the read. Wild throw to answer back, and this is a set point coming up here for Jonathan Tene. If Hotashi wants to do something else, he's going to be having a ride through this loser's bracket. Backdash on the factor. Good counter hit. Close S. 6H to gets the knockdown.
Yeah, didn't go for Fukyo into more combos or HH or anything. Oh, God, or SS anything. This is a scary spot to be, though. This corner position, yeah. Oh, that confirm was so smart, too, from Hotashi.
5K,
Man.
6K goes right in the super, breaks the glass, ties the set 2-2 in winners finals to see who's going to go to grand finals. Okay. All right. All right.
That was so good, too, because it's like you can autopilot sometimes and just be like, oh, my 6K hit, Beyblade or whatever, right? But none of that here. Just immediately goes for the super, really smart decision making, and then ties up the set. And again, I feel like Hotashi, as you mentioned, can kind of like cool down, simmer down, right? And then just refocus and play. And that is a really important skill to have when you're in like a really tense, high pressure situation like EVO finals like this, where you're like, oh gosh, I'm in winners finals. Like, you know, I'm playing for this spot. It's 2-2. What am I going to do? And if you're Jonathan, you know, now it's your turn to recompose here and kind of slow things down.
Yeah, that's definitely true. Definitely true. Tied up right here. I wonder what's going to happen. What's the next move, though? If I am Jonathan Tene right now, I'm not sure what you change up. I mean, you're playing super solid. It's more about the fact that Hotashi's getting in a little. He's overstepping at the right time, at least just to keep pressure. Sometimes he's not even scoring hits, but just the fact that he's able to push to the corner and keep that pressure, eventually it's one of those things where you're going to crack eventually, and when you do, it's going to hurt.
Yeah, both these characters can kind of really commit to overwhelming offense, right? Like it's sort of the nature of how they work. Really high damage, really strong, like overwhelming offense. Like Soul is a bit more mobile, but you know, on the same token, like, you know, Nagoriyuki is a very scary character when he hits you or when he pressures. So, you know, it's interesting that Hotashi can kind of manage both his blood and also the situation he finds himself in and really makes the best of it in a lot of these circumstances. It's really easy to just like pop and just be like, oh gosh, I'm dead, right? So you really have to compose yourself and pay a lot of attention to what's happening when you're playing this character.
You saw that like Hotashi actually was aware of it, right? Like knew that he was about to pop and tried to use meter to BRC and get in closer. Not the first time we've seen him do it, but like just that awareness. One, it's really good. But you still have to know that if Soul catches you flinching, it's gonna hurt. Like you're already gonna be in pain, but if he catches you while that blood gauge is going, after you popped, it's gonna hurt even more so. Both bursts already out the window. Started driving and just threw the airbag out the window. Like, you know what? We don't need this.
Man, Hotashi was so close to popping. You saw Jonathan just wait there. Those H's saved him, right? Because he kind of went a little wild with the Beyblades to start there. And I love that Jonathan just played it slow. I think that it's very good that he's not, you know, too frazzled and kind of played that situation really solid. This is just really clean play from him so far. Oh, scouted the backdash. Wasn't ready for the second hit to hit and then the 6F after.
Okay. I like those 5K. I've always said, like, you're watching a good Nago is when they start using like 5P, 5K, 6K in the strings just to keep you on your toes. Close S.
Oh, he's close to popping, yeah. And then look at the 2 S's looking for the vortex. If you're Jonathan here, I expect maybe an air dash or in the run up.
Oh, PRC back. Oh. PRC,
that could have been worse.
Gets the S anyway. And set point right here to send Hotashi to grand finals at EVO 2021. Jonathan Tene, what do you have for me?
That's a big trade at the start, and it has the pressure, but the backdash, that has been Hotashi's thing. Oh, God. This is so much damage. The super.
Oh, my gosh. And he's going to crack the glass. I see death. The reflection in the blade. Ugh.
This is a grip. This is Jonathan's last bit of life. He has to keep it together. Just gets hit. Is straining.
Was not
No
ready
meter.
for it. Gets the S, nothing coming from it. IB, staircase, tries to hit him with the shimmy. Oh, Hotashi didn't take the bait, but he burst right after. The Vampire jump H secures the victory. 3-2 will be the count. Hotashi moves on to Grand Finals. EVO 2021 online. Guilty Gear Strive. Okay.
The recomposure right there, right? You know, you're in a